Welcome to Students. In this video, I'm going to talk about F1 visa approval for Pakistani students. So a lot of students are getting a rejection for F1 visa. That's a student visa from Pakistan. And I saw a lot of students that they're telling me they have a really great score in GRE. They have done TOEFL or IELTS, really high score, but still their visas are not approved. So what I did, I took a database and that start from 1997 and till today we have all the information how many visas got approved in previous years and in these years. So we need to once we study that database, so I'm going to show you in just few seconds. Once we see that trend, how exactly the approval is for F1 visa for Pakistan. So you will see if it's been increased or it has been decreased in recent years. So from there you can take it, okay, it's been very static all the time or it is increasing or decreasing. So then you are not bothering yourself with your rejection because your all documents could be very much complete and you qualify for that. It could be something different. The United States doesn't want to give you visa. Maybe they have a cap on F1 visas for Pakistan, so they are not given any more visas. So let's jump into the database and take a look. So here you can see that in 1997, the total F1 visa approved for Pakistan was 1818. And then it was a pretty static, not whole lot difference between just 100 here, less than 100 less than of last year, then another 100 increment. Here in 2001, you can see that there was this was the time a lot of visas were approved for Pakistan. So around 3,000. 500 visas were approved. But when the incident happened, 9/11, and after that, you can see that it dropped really very low. So you can see that 1400, then it came to 1451, and here in 2004 and 5, even it was even less than 1,000. That was very bad time. Then in exactly in 2006, you see it is around 1200, and that's where I got my F1 approved, and my friend and my wife also got approved F1 in this time. So to be honest with you, I didn't even had my GRE and TOEFL, and I still got the admission, and this was lucky time for me, so I got my F1 done. Now you can see that it kind of levels right there, not too much increment or decrease in here. But here you can see that in 2010 and 11 and again it went under 1,000. So and it start picking in 2012, and you can see that there are 300 more visas pretty much every time. And then in 2016 that was the highest peak when the visa approval was at 2,300. Now, after Trump government came, the visa approval for all of the countries, especially even for Pakistan or India, I was looking at different charts for different countries. It dropped. So you can see that right here in 2017 and 2018. So there are around 2,000 visas are approved for Pakistan. So now let me show you why I'm saying that, because after 2016, the visa is the F1 visa approvals pretty much dropped for every country. So if I go and filter, let's say, let me put a filter here. If I will go and say India, okay. Now what you're gonna do here, you are gonna see right there. So you see that in 2015, 2016, there was like, okay, 74,000 visas approved. Here 62,000. But after 2016, when the Trump came, the policy changed, and now you can see that big difference. So almost 20,000 less visas got approved for India. So you can see that the same chart. If you as we did for Pakistan, so we can see right there. Okay, so same type of graph you have there. In 2016 or 2015, there was a good number of F1 visa got approved for Pakistan, but and after the Trump government came, you can see the decline in the F1 visa approval for Pakistani students. So if you guys are applying for F1 visa, I will suggest don't worry too much about that. Like, okay, if you got rejected, so it looks like there is a cap for Pakistan, and they are not increasing. Like, okay, the 5,000 or 10,000 visas for Pakistan. So most of the time, this was the major part of when they really went high. And after that, it never came to the point like a lot of Pakistani were getting F1 visa approved. So give a try. There are other countries in the world. I will suggest always go apply for Canada, go apply for Germany, go apply for Australia, New Zealand, and there are a lot of tons of other countries, developed countries, where you can go and get a good education. If you are not getting approved for United States of America. So I hope this video will help you and take you out of depression, because sometimes you have all the documents available. You have GRE, you have financial, you have GPA that's really high, but your visa is not approved. And you kind of go in depression, like, what's wrong with me? Why my visa is not approved? So here we know that there is some government policy and they are not approving a lot of visas. So if you are lucky in those 2,000 people, you will get approved and you will say, okay, I did a great job in interview. So it looks like it's not just the interview. So it's a number of the F1 visa, total visas for Pakistan. That's a limit for that. So you guys go ahead and subscribe and like my video if you like my effort making these videos for you and providing you information. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.